Alright, so I could certainly look less terrible, but I don't need to look good for this particular video. I'm just coming off of another terrible cold. You can probably still hear it in my voice. You'll be hearing it in a few of my upcoming Pokemon videos that were recorded a while ago too. So that'll be fun for you guys. And I'm coming off of that and also the stuff I'm going to be talking about in this video. And I figured... Did I do this one already? I figured I might as well talk about this while I am disputing literally all of the copyright claims that have been coming back in on my videos since they were all restored. I've literally done all of these before, and I don't understand why I need to do them again. It's annoying the crap out of me, because this is such a robotic task. I want to talk about what happened recently with my channel. You guys may have noticed it was gone for a little while there, and before that, it was hijacked by somebody else. It, really sucked. It, I'm not ashamed to say, it really kicked my depression into overdrive. I, don't know if I should say that. I had to call a hotline. It was bad. It was bad for a while. It really screwed me up. And God, this would be so much easier if my dashboard would just work properly. And I want to be brutally honest with you guys, and I want to talk about what happened. Because it's really embarrassing. I was stupid, just to be clear. I was stupid. I got really excited by a possibility and didn't do my due diligence in a rush to try to hold on to that opportunity. So even though I was really stupid and you guys are probably going to lose some respect for me because I was so naive, I'm going to be brutally honest, because if any of you guys are out there...
You've got mail.
I've got mail, apparently. Only when I'm recording. Only when I'm recording. In case any of you guys are aspiring content creators out there, I don't want you guys to fall for the same thing. Also, like, I'm sure there are ways to do this, like use this technique that could just like hit other people that aren't content creators. Because what they did is they stole my main Google account, and they did so, from what I can tell, by embedding something. I still don't know how they did it. I still don't know exactly how they did it, but technically, like just the basest level, what they did was they embedded whatever little hook they used to worm their way into a PDF file or an image file. There were both of those, one or the other, and I didn't even know that was possible. What happened was I got an email that was seemingly from NordVPN. And that just immediately felt legit, because Nord offers sponsorship deals to a lot of content creators, even content creators who aren't super successful yet. They really seem to want to get their name out there. They seem to have a little bit of money to throw around, and just kind of want to get on the ground floor of whatever they can and build some brand loyalty, right? So I'm like, that makes sense. It didn't, because I don't really get the views for that, but I convinced myself that it did, because it was an opportunity to not just, make a little bit of money to go towards funding the channel a little bit, but like, it would have allowed me to get in with a potential sponsor. If I did a good job, they might want me again. And that seems like a good thing, right? And so I fell for it completely, and I downloaded the files that this person sent me, and they were a NordVPN logo and a PDF file, or at least what my computer read as a PDF file. It would not open it as one, though. And that's why I think that whatever it was had to have been embedded in that, because it didn't act the way it was supposed to. And I opened it, and the next thing I knew, I was being forced to log back into my main Gmail account. And that didn't work. And then suddenly I couldn't recover my Gmail account because someone had changed all of the recovery parameters. They had changed how my two-factor worked. They had changed how my password was input, changing it to all the security stuff was supposedly stored in the USB. I had to plug the USB in place of doing any of the other recovery stuff if I didn't know the password. And then if I didn't have the USB, my only other option was an 8-digit code, which I'm sure the hacker generated randomly. So you okay, man? I'm sure they generated it randomly, so I had no way of knowing it or guessing it. And that was it. Those were my only options. And so I had to go to Twitter, to Team YouTube, because YouTube and Google still have, and this is really the only thing that after the fact, I'm really frustrated about the process of getting my stuff back. There's really no great way to contact YouTube or Google. I have the email now that I use to correspond with them over the course of this entire process, so theoretically I could use that now, right? But before that, I didn't have any way to directly contact anybody. And even the form they sent me to link to the correct page, or the link they sent me to connect to the correct form, rather, to fill out to prove that my channel and my account were mine, so that they could return them to me. Because at this point, enough of you guys, and thank God you did, because I don't know what else they would have done with my content if this hadn't happened. Enough of you guys reported the channel that it was deactivated. One second. But that link took me to just a generic help page that told me all the basic general steps to recover my account, which I had already done, and they didn't work. So I got real scared for a second there that I wasn't going to be able to do it, but then they sent me the link again through email, and it worked. And it was an interesting process. I had to include like my channel URL and stuff. Learned that if I go through my history and I copy the page link from one of my own videos or from my channel, and then paste it somewhere rather than trying to open it in my browser, I can get the channel URL from that even if the channel is deactivated. But yeah, the channel was deactivated. All my stuff was set to private. I don't know if that was something that the hacker did. I would imagine it is. Or if YouTube did that, but all my stuff was set to private. And in the end, after a little bit of confusion caused by me because I was an idiot who was incredibly stressed out, which is never a good combination, they just turned the channel back on, and that was it. Took about a week, little more to get everything running again. Like, I'm still getting everything running now, but it could have been worse, is my point. But it was still pretty freaking bad. And if I hadn't noticed immediately that something was up, it could have been even worse, because like, this is my main Google account, and Google connects to so many things now. I don't know what they would have been able to get from it. I don't know how extensive this was. Like what other protections they might have been able to bypass because they had this much control over my account. But like, I've got monetization stuff. Like, my bank account is connected to my Google account in certain places. I have cards saved to my Google account. Not anymore, but I did. And so I had to undo all of that. I had to cancel my debit card. Not that I use my debit card very often, but it was kind of a nightmare. And for a while there, because of that little bit of confusion. That again was my fault. It's not a thing that you're likely to encounter if this happens to you. I thought I was going to have to start over again from scratch, and I didn't want to do that. I knew that enough of you guys would have come over that it still would have been, something like it was. But like, I don't have. I'm gonna download them from my channel now, so I have them again. I don't have any of my Steven Universe reviews from before the movie anymore. Don't know where I put them. I'm sure I have them somewhere on something, but I don't know where. I don't know where they are. So that would have really sucked. Because even though I am still considering going back and redoing some of those reviews. But that's what my Revisiverse series is for, right? That's kind of that. Even though that's the case, though, I still want the old ones as reference. I still want them to exist. Like, I'd move them to a different playlist on the channel, So that really bummed me out. I just want you guys to be wary. I want you to be wary of this. Something that looks like just like a generic PDF. Like I looked at it. I was diligent enough to look at the stuff they sent me and be like, oh, none of this could be dangerous, so I can at least look at it. No, that was not true. It was dangerous, and I shouldn't have done it. I should have been more careful. Just be careful, I guess is what I'm saying. I want you guys to be careful. And I'm going to try to practice what I preach and be more careful myself. And hopefully nothing like this happens again to me or to any of you guys. That's really all I care about at this point. I don't want this to happen to anybody else. That said, expect more content soon. Even though my Let's Play is still going, I plan to release a review of Pokemon Scarlet relatively soon. If I can get my hands on a copy, because I can tie it to one of my alt accounts, my alt Nintendo accounts, right? So it's not like I'll be using their game. If I can get my hands on a copy from a friend, I might do like a quick playthrough of Violet 2. But from what I understand, they're basically the same game. Like it's Pokemon. What do you expect? But I plan to do a review of that soon. Give my thoughts on that. And I have a couple more fun things coming up. I have an Avatar review planned soon. And a review of something I didn't even know existed. I guess it's just like animatics, but the pitch pilot for a Kingdom Hearts animated show. Which I've never talked about Kingdom Hearts on the channel really, but I'm a huge fan of that. And so that sounds like fun. Yeah. In the meantime, though, just be wary. And either way, I'll talk to you guys later.